This field is now in motion. Here they come. And they're off. It's Awesome Prince going right to the lead on the inside. American Bandstand came away well. Also Open Gate Skipper. They race into the first turn. Now American Bandstand scoots through on the inside, 3 parts of a length. Awesome Prince will take in behind second. Open Gate Skipper came away third. Taken by Surprise is racing in fourth. Ancient Irish is in fifth. Mr. Chi-Town racing in sixth. And seventh, Favorite Mohawk. Post position order. They race for the quarter. American Bandstand leads a length on the outside. Taken by Surprise. Now up quickly to challenge. Opening quarter, 28-2. Your leader is American Bandstand, 3 parts of a length, taken by Surprise. Pressures on the outside, second. Awesome Prince is right there in third. Open Gate Skipper follows cover in fourth. Ancient Irish is on the move. Then a gap 2, Favorite Mohawk and Mr. Chi-Town. They race for the half, now taken by Surprise. Leads 3 parts of a length. American Bandstand, he holds the rail in second. Now taken by Surprise, clears to lead a length by the half. 57 seconds flat. They're moving into the paddock turn. It's taken by Surprise, your leader by 2. American Bandstand racing in second. Open Gate Skipper moves up in third. On the inside, Awesome Prince needs racing room in fourth. Ancient Irish is on the move. Then comes Mr. Chi-Town, and now driving from last, Favorite Mohawk. 3/8 of a mile to pace, taken by Surprise, holds a 2-length lead. As they race up the backstretch, Open Gate Skipper moves into second. Ancient Irish racing in third. American Bandstand has to do more in fourth. Awesome Prince now finds racing room in between horses. 3/4, 1:26-2. The fast pace continues. Taken by Surprise, holds the lead by 3. Open Gate Skipper tries to gain in second. Ancient Irish racing in third. Awesome Prince between horses. And on the inside, American Bandstand. They come to the top of the corner, and taken by Surprise leads by 4. He's in the stretch. Taken by Surprise leads by 5. Ancient Irish racing in second. A late move, Awesome Prince between horses. Taken by Surprise impressively by 4. Ancient Irish second. Awesome Prince third. The mile 1:56-1.
McGee and the bike, $27.60. 340 phone calls. Mike McKenzie, 100.
A little more than a 1/16 of a mile away before the start. Here they come. And they're off. In between horses, Betsy's Mess away quickly for the lead. Broadway Drama moves right with her. And on the inside, Chancy Domino comes away well. It's Betsy's Mess right to the top, opening up by 2. Broadway Drama racing in second. Chancy Domino with the leaders in third. I've Got the Look looks to tuck in fourth. Celestial Body is racing in fifth. 2 lengths back to Dearborn. Another 2 to Pull Tab. And at the end, early on, Teeny Brit. They race for the quarter. Your leader, Betsy's Mess, by 2 1/4. Broadway Drama racing in second. Chancy Domino is third. I've Got the Look racing in fourth. The opening quarter, 29-1. Your leader, Betsy's Mess, a length and a half. Broadway Drama now cuts that gap in second. Chancy Domino with the leaders in third. Celestial Body, she's underway first, over in fourth. On the inside, I've Got the Look racing in fifth. Dearborn follows cover on the outside, racing in sixth. Pull Tab is on the move, and far back, Teeny Brit. They race for the half. The second tier now takes formation. Betsy's Mess, your leader, by 2. Broadway Drama getting the trip in second. Celestial Body is a patient third. 59-3 for the half. Betsy's Mess leads a length and a quarter. Broadway Drama races in second. Celestial Body gains in third. On the inside, Chancy Domino racing in fourth. Dearborn moves up with cover in fifth. I've Got the Look down along the inside. Pull Tab and Teeny Brit. She now catches the pack. They race up the backstretch the final time. Your leader, Betsy's Mess, 3 parts of a length. Celestial Body John Zawistowski has Celestial Body rolling. She now clears to lead a length and a quarter. Betsy's Mess racing in second. Dearborn on the outside third. Broadway Drama caught in a shuffle in fourth. 1:30-1. Now Celestial Body opens up by 2. Dearborn. She gains in second. Betsy's Mess. She's done in third. On the outside, Pull Tab gains ground fourth. I've Got the Look now shakes loose. Look for her to put in a late run. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. Your leader, Celestial Body. Here's Dearborn. Down the stretch, Celestial Body digs in. Dearborn on the outside. A late move. Pull Tab. Celestial Body. Dearborn. Dearborn getting up. Celestial Body second, close for third.
Post time for Balmoral's third race in 5 minutes. 5 minutes until post.
Top of the stretch. Here they come. And they're off. It's Rootin' Tootin' two-step away quickly for the lead. On the inside, McVeigh Hanover. And between horses, Delco Busy Brett also leaving well. Heritage Park, they battled for the lead. McVeigh Hanover on the inside. Between horses, Rootin' Tootin' two-step. On the inside, Delco Busy Brett settles in third. Coming away with a good early spot, Heritage Park racing in fourth. The Gray, Nothing But Class is fifth. In sixth, Won't Be Denied. In seventh, Trident Hanover. And Bright Bully is at the end. They race for the quarter. Your leader, Rootin' Tootin' two-step, a length and a quarter. McVeigh Hanover now drives from second. 28-2. Now McVeigh Hanover up quickly once again to regain the lead. It's McVeigh Hanover as they race into the 3/8. A length and a quarter. Rootin' Tootin' two-step. Racing in second. Delco Busy Brett with the leaders in third. Heritage Park. He's on the move first over in fourth. Nothing But Class picks up cover. On the outside, racing in fifth. Won't Be Denied. Saves ground in sixth. Trident Hanover is on the move. Also now coming on, Bright Bully. 4 in, 4 out. They race for the half. Your leader, McVeigh Hanover, 3 parts of a length. He'll feel pressure from Heritage Park. The half, 58-3. McVeigh Hanover, 3 parts of a length. Heritage Park right alongside second. Rootin' Tootin' two-step is racing in third. Nothing But Class follows cover in fourth. On the inside, Delco Busy Brett. Trident Hanover driving from last. 3 wide, Bright Bully now shuffled back. Won't Be Denied. A little more than a quarter of a mile to pace. Your leader, McVeigh Hanover, leads a half length. Heritage Park on the outside in second. Rootin' Tootin' two-step racing in third. Nothing But Class is fourth. 3/4, 1:28-1. McVeigh Hanover leads a half length. Heritage Park, he's still there on the outside racing in second. Heritage Park going a big mile. Final eighth of a mile, McVeigh Hanover leads 3 parts of a length. Heritage Park tries to gain in second. Nothing But Class racing in third. They're in the stretch now. McVeigh Hanover responds to the pressure, draws clear. McVeigh Hanover leads by 2. Heritage Park and Nothing But Class. McVeigh Hanover by 2 1/4. Heritage Park second. Nothing But Class third. Top of the stretch. Horses now in position. Here they come. They're off and pacing far outside. Fireball left well in between horses. It's Burning Leader, Keystone Aquarius. Burning Leader on a short lead. Fireball on the outside moves up in second. Coming away third, Amblin by. Keystone Aquarius racing in fourth. Jamar came away in fifth. Town Thunder is racing in sixth. In seventh, Romani Conti. And at the end early on, Time in a Bottle. They race for the quarter. Your leader is Burning Leader, a length and a quarter. Fireball racing in second. Amblin by is pacing third. Keystone Aquarius racing in fourth. Jamar in fifth. Town Thunder, Romani Conti, and reserved early on, Time in a Bottle. Opening quarter, 29 seconds flat. They pace into the 3/8. Burning Leader leads by 2. Fireball right there in second. Amblin by, pacing in third. Keystone Aquarius, he's first over in fourth. Jamar moves up on the outside with cover. Also on the move, Town Thunder. Towards the inside, Romani Conti, and Time in a Bottle is on the move. They race for the half. Your leader, Burning Leader, a length. The half, 59-2. Burning Leader leads 3 parts of a length. On the outside, Keystone Aquarius is up to challenge in second. Fireball is racing in third. Jamar pacing in fourth. To the inside of him, Amblin by. Then comes Town Thunder, Time in a Bottle, and still at the end, Romani Conti. 3/8 of a mile to pace. Your leader, Burning Leader, a long neck. Now Keystone Aquarius is up to challenge and now put ahead in front. Keystone Aquarius on the outside. Burning Leader battles back on the inside. 3/4, 1:28-3. On the outside, Keystone Aquarius now takes the lead. Burning Leader will have to do more in second. Jamar gains strongly in third, far outside. Here comes Town Thunder now moving through between horses. Fireball. They come to the top of the corner. Your leader is Keystone Aquarius. Here's Jamar. They're in the stretch. Now Jamar goes right on by. Jamar digs in, draws clear length. The late move, Fireball. Jamar and Carl Purcelli Jr. getting up for the win. Fireball second, Keystone Aquarius third. The trifecta, 472, $2,311.60. We await a pick 3 payoff. The pick 3, 3 out of 3, $1,717.40. Fields on the move. Top of the stretch, here they come. They're off. It's Kissim Joe out quickly for the lead. EJ's Dream moves right with him. And on the inside, High Lonesome came away well. Kissim Joe into the first turn, 3 parts of a length. EJ's Dream hustles up in second. High Lonesome came away third. In fourth, around the turn, Gypsy Falcon, Prince d'Elegance. And now, EJ's Dream quickly into a 2-length lead. Kissim Joe yields in second. High Lonesome pacing in third. Gypsy Falcon racing in fourth. Prince d'Elegance in fifth. JoJo Sundancer, Al Kaline, and Know When to Say When. They roll by the quarter, 28 seconds flat. Your leader is EJ's Dream, a length and a quarter. Kissim Joe is right there in second. High Lonesome saves ground third. Gypsy Falcon, he's underway first over third, now second. High Lonesome is shuffled back in fourth. On the move in fifth, JoJo Sundancer to the inside, Prince d'Elegance. Driving up Al Kaline, and Know When to Say When is at the end. They race for the half. Joe Anderson has EJ's Dream on top, a length and a quarter, 58-2. EJ's Dream leads 3 parts of a length. He'll now feel pressure from Gypsy Falcon. Racing in second. Kissim Joe is right there in third. On the inside, High Lonesome saves ground. JoJo Sundancer, Al Kaline is moving up 3 wide. Also on the move from last, Know When to Say When. Look for him to put in a big late move. Now it's EJ's Dream, 3 parts of a length. Gypsy Falcon, another move between horses. Al Kaline is 3 off the rail. Kissim Joe is right there and getting the trip in fourth. 3/4, 1:28-2. EJ's Dream on top, a tight length. Kissim Joe is right on his heels in second. On the outside, Gypsy Falcon drops back. High Lonesome now needs racing room. Final 1/8 of a mile, EJ's Dream leads a length and a quarter. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. EJ's Dream draws clear by 2. Kissim Joe ducks to the inside and is charging down the stretch. EJ's Dream is under a drive, but EJ's Dream well rated to win it. A length, Kissim Joe second. High Lonesome up for third.
Five minutes. Horses will be coming on the track momentarily.
Field now picking up speed. Here they come. They're off and pacing. It's Sulin Reward quickly to the lead on the inside. Star Kingdom also left well. It's Star Kingdom on the inside. Sulin Reward on the outside. These two, they both want the lead. Only one will get there now. Sulin Reward draws clear. They've paced an eighth. It's Sulin Reward, your leader, a length and a quarter. Star Kingdom will take the trip in second. Gomer is with the leaders in third. Then a gap of 4 to Landlord, racing in fourth. Almost Sunday is pacing in fifth. Osborne's Tyler B. Purple Majesty, and at the end, Test of Wits. Opening quarter, a quick 28 seconds flat. The favorite, Sulin Reward, is on top, a length and a quarter. Star Kingdom is right there in second. Gomer pacing in third. Landlord is underway first over fourth. Now third, Gomer. On the inside, fourth. Almost Sunday is second over with cover. Purple Majesty is third over to the half. On the inside, Osborne's Tyler B. And now driving from last, Test of Wits. They double deck as they race for the half. Your leader, Sulin Reward, in hand to driver Ron Marsh. A length and a quarter. The half timed 58-3. It's Sulin Reward, your leader, a length and a quarter. Star Kingdom now comes back on the inside. Landlord hanging in the turn. On the inside, Gomer racing in fourth. Almost Sunday now moves up 3 wide. Driving up from far back, Purple Majesty. Test of Wits now finds room in between horses. They race up the backstretch. Sulin Reward leads a length. Star Kingdom is racing. Second, Almost Sunday gains third. Dropping back, Landlord. On the outside, Purple Majesty is 3 off the rail. Gomer saves ground. 3/4, 1:28-1. Sulin Reward fends off another challenge, this time by Almost Sunday. On the inside, Star Kingdom comes through in second. Dropping back, Almost Sunday, Purple Majesty. Top of the corner, Sulin Reward leads by 2. Star Kingdom now second. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. It's Sulin Reward. Now cruising to the wire, Sulin Reward leads a length. A late move, Star Kingdom. Sulin Reward in front, well rated. Star Kingdom second, Gomer up for third. The mile, 1:56-4. $9.60. Post time for Maywood 7th race in 16 minutes at 10:16. Now it's back to Balmoral. Top of the stretch. Here they come. And they're off. On the inside, Armbro Jagger leads for position. Stonewall Gift, Keystone Throng. Now they drop in post position order. It's Armbro Jagger, your leader, into the first turn, a length. Stonewall Gift racing in second. Keystone Throng is third. Cafe Racer is racing in fourth. In fifth, Advance Warrior, Meadow Dart. And at the end, the gray, Flight Lag. Single file, they race for the opening quarter. Armbro Jagger on top by 2. Stonewall Gift is racing second. Keystone Throng with the leaders in third. Opening quarter, 28-3. Your leader, Armbro Jagger, by 2 1/4. Stonewall Gift now cuts into that gap in second. Keystone Throng racing in third. Cafe Racer is with the leaders in fourth. Advance Warrior's on the move now. Advance Warrior flushes cover in Cafe Racer. They race for the half. Armbro Jagger leads a length. Cafe Racer now up to challenge in second. Stonewall Gift getting the trip in third. Advance Warrior is second over. Moving up with cover in fourth. Keystone Throng shuffled back. Flight Lag. And on the inside, Meadow Dart. They race around the paddock turn. It's Armbro Jagger, your leader after a half in 58-2 by 3 parts of a length. He'll now feel pressure from Cafe Racer and B. Erdman. On the inside, Stonewall Gift, Advance Warrior. Curran's got him in striking position. He's ready to strike. On the inside, it's Keystone Throng. Flight Lag moves up. And at the end, Meadow Dart. They're bunching up. 3/4, 1:27 flat. Armbro Jagger, well rated by McGee, leads a long neck. Cafe Racer, another move in second. Stonewall Gift is right there in third. Advance Warrior, he's found his best stride now. He's moving up with some authority. Around the turn now, Cafe Racer takes the lead. Cafe Racer between horses leads a length. Here's Vance Warrior. Down the stretch they race. Cafe Racer. Erdman goes to work. Here's Vance Warrior. One final surge. Cafe Racer going a big mile. 1:55-3. Close for second.
6 Queen's Arrival, Neil Coleman, $217.40.
Top of the stretch, Pacers are all in line. Here they come. They're off on the inside. Mighty Mike quickly to the lead. It's Mighty Mike quickly into a 2-length lead. Midnight Heat racing second. Southern Image came away third. Foster's Lager racing in fourth. Duo Fiddle Skipper is on the move in fifth. Man of Honor came away sixth. Voyager is seventh, and at the end, Gray Eagle. They roll for the quarter. Duo Fiddle Skipper is on a roll. Duo Fiddle Skipper up quickly to challenge Mighty Mike and now take command. Duo Fiddle Skipper leads a length. Mighty Mike yields in second. Mighty Midnight Heat racing in third. 29-1 the opening quarter. Your leader, the Illinois bred Duo Fiddle Skipper, a length and a quarter. Mighty Mike racing second. Midnight Heat is pacing third. Southern Image saves ground in fourth. On the outside, Man of Honor is first over in fifth. Voyager will follow the cover of Man of Honor. To the inside, the two Grays. Foster's Lager and Gray Eagle. They race for the half. Duo Fiddle Skipper leads a length and a half. A Man of Honor will now pressure Duo Fiddle Skipper on the lead. They go by the half, 59-3. A comfortable half for the leader, Duo Fiddle Skipper. Duo Fiddle Skipper into the paddock turn, 3 parts of a length. Man of Honor right alongside second. Mighty Mike getting the trip in third. Also getting a very good trip. Voyager, he's second over and within striking range. Midnight Heat on the inside. Then comes Foster's Lager, Gray Eagle, and shuffle back Southern Image. They're double deck. They race into the final quarter. Your leader, Duo Fiddle Skipper, a long neck. Man of Honor, another move in second. These two stride for stride, 3/4, 129 flat. Now Duo Fiddle Skipper draws clear to lead a half length. Man of Honor has to do more in second. Mighty Mike on the inside, racing in third. Voyager in fourth. Around the turn, they come to the corner. Duo Fiddle Skipper now responds to the urging of Dave McGee. They're in the stretch. Duo Fiddle Skipper leads by 3. Mighty Mike racing in second. Man of Honor pacing in third, but in deep stretch. Duo Fiddle Skipper just too good for these. Duo Fiddle Skipper by 3. Mighty Mike second. Southern Image up quickly for third.
Voyager drives 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a recall. Here they come. And they're off with 46 cylinders, leaving quickly for the lead on the inside. It's Idle Halsey, and captain of the ship also came away well. On the inside, Idle Halsey. On the outside, 46 cylinders. Captain of the ship is racing in third. Now captain of the ship will close the gap. 46 cylinders looks to tuck in, and now he does. Your leader, Idle Halsey, to the quarter, a length and a quarter. 46 cylinders is racing in second. Captain of the ship is pacing in third. Smooth World in fourth. Everon came away with a good early spot in fifth. Racing in sixth, Tyler B. Sweet in seventh, Ivan. And at the end, Armbro Copus opening quarter, 28-2. Your leader is Idle Halsey by 2. 46 cylinders racing in second. Captain of the ship is with the leaders in third. On the outside, Tyler B. Sweet is on the move first over in fourth. Smooth World to the inside of him. Ivan is second over with cover. Then comes Everon, now driving from last, Armbro Copus. They race for the half. It's Idle Halsey on top, a length and a quarter. 46 cylinders right there in second. The half, 58-3. It's Idle Halsey into the paddock turn. Your leader, a length and a quarter. 46 cylinders racing in second. Tyler B. Sweet, he's unhurried in third. On the inside, captain of the ship racing fourth, Ivan is within striking range in fifth. Smooth World. Then comes Armbro Copus and far back Everon. They're bunching up. They race up the back stretch. Your leader, Idle Halsey, 3 parts of a length. Tyler B. Sweet now. Pressure's on the outside. 46 cylinders getting the trip in third. 127-4. Idle Halsey leads a length and a quarter. Tyler B. Sweet under urging second. 46 cylinders third. Now moving up, Armbro Copus, captain of the ship, will need racing room. Final eighth of a mile. Idle Halsey comes to the top of the corner with a 1-length lead. Now 46 Cylinders is out for the drive. Captain of the ship ducks to the inside, is charging Armbro Copus. Down the stretch, Idle Halsey, 46 Cylinders, and Captain of the ship very tight for the win between 3 horses. Idle Halsey, 40 trifectas, a field of 8. No changes. Post time now in 17 minutes at 11:32. Now it's back to Balmoral. Here they come. And they're off. It's JB's Jason out quickly for the lead on the inside. Sack Attack left well. And Roger Carr, they battle for position. JB's Jason gets to the top, now draws clear by 2. Sack Attack racing in second. Roger Carr pacing third. Reggae Skipper is in fourth. Ruffian Dancer will come off the pace this week. He's racing in fifth and sixth. Broadway Performer, then a gap to Stumptown Boy, and Livin' Right. They roll for the quarter. 27-4. JB's Jason leads a length. Now Roger Carr quickly up to challenge in second. Roger Carr challenging JB's Jason for the lead. Sack Attack is right there in third. On the outside, Reggae Skipper moves up in fourth. Towards the inside, Ruffian Dancer, Broadway Performer, is third over with cover. They race for the half. It's a battle for the lead. Roger Carr on the outside. JB's Jason on the inside. These two battle it out. They go by the half. 56-1. It's Roger Carr, your leader, into the paddock turn. Now Reggae Skipper will have a go at him. JB's Jason on the inside, racing third. Broadway Performer getting an ideal second over trip. He's in striking range fourth. On the inside, Sack Attack will need racing room. Stumptown Boy, look for him to put in a big, bold move. Down the stretch, your leader is Roger Carr. Ahead, Reggae Skipper in between horses. Broadway Performer now moving up with authority. 3/4, 125-4. In between horses, it's Reggae Skipper. On the outside, Broadway Performer now moves to him. It's Broadway Performer, 3 parts of a length. Reggae Skipper racing in second. Stumptown Boy in third. Sack Attack now finds room. He's moving between horses. Top of the stretch, Broadway Performer leads 3 parts of a length. Reggae Skipper battling to come back. Sack Attack in between horses. Here's Stumptown Boy. Down the stretch, it's Broadway Performer, Stumptown Boy in between horses, Sack Attack. It's Broadway Performer in front, very close for second.
Five minutes, better hurry.
Top of the stretch, here they come. They're off and pacing in between horses. Sky Colors is out quickly for the lead. Broadway Bravado on the inside. Came away well, also moving up. Cross Trainer, they battle for the lead. Broadway Bravado on the inside. Sky Colors on the outside. Valley's Potential racing in third. Cross Trainer is parked on the outside, racing in fourth. In fifth towards the rail, yes sir. Bluff You Eddie racing in sixth, then a gap to Flying Column. And at the end, Cheetah Cheats, they roll for the quarter. It's a battle. Sky Colors on the outside. Broadway Bravado on the inside. The opening quarter, 27-4. Broadway Bravado holds the rail. Sky Colors under strong urging. He's racing in second. On the inside in third, Valley's Potential. Cross Trainer is racing in fourth. Yes, sir, on the inside in fifth. Bluff You Eddie. Flying Column, and at the end, Cheetah Cheats. Broadway Bravado leads a length. Now moving up 3 wide. Cross Trainer. He moves into second. On the inside, Valley's Potential is right there in third. 57 seconds flat. Broadway Bravado, your leader a length. The Valley's Potential getting the trip in second. Cross Trainer. He's now under strong urging in third. On the inside, Yes Sir looks for racing room. Bluff You Eddie's moving up 3 wide for the final 3/8 of a mile. Your leader, Broadway Bravado's under a drive. Broadway Bravado, 3/4 of a length. In between horses, Cross Trainer, Bluff You Eddie is 3 wide. On the inside, Valley's Potential. Flying Columns also in the game. 3/4, 1:28.1. Broadway Bravado leads 3/4 of a length. On the inside, Valley's Potential racing second, dropping black. Bluff You Eddie. Flying Column moving up 4 wide. Final 1/8 of a mile, Broadway Bravado. He's under urging. He digs in a length. Valley's Potential moves to the outside. Coming on Flying Column. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. It's Broadway Bravado on a short lead. Here's Flying Column between horses. Valley's Potential. They're in deep stretch. It's Valley's Potential, Flying Column, Broadway Bravado. Those three at the wire.